father's son. What does it take to go from a boy to a man? Is it growing with the father figure in your life?
Trying to figure it out, it's been tripping me out. I've been living my life like I'm fighting about boys.
A few bad teenage boys, which is what you hear about on the news, is not what all or most teenage boys are like.
People say how most of us just juvenile delinquents, we just want to run around and terrorize. It ain't really like that.
You watch the news at night or you pick up the New York Times magazine, all these articles making it look like all teenage boys are like in straitjackets, and that's not true at all, and I don't think that we should be portrayed that way.
From the first day that we were born, you know how parents treat boys rougher? Like they throw a football at them back. Why you ain't catching the ball? And they throw it hard until you catch the ball. Girls that walk to the girl, like give them a little rose back here, go play in the yard or something. And boys, they go play in the street or something.
They feel sorry for the girls, but they don't feel sorry for the boys. It's like they tell you to go suck it up, whatever. Like in football, the coaches, they don't even help you. I was playing football, I got tackled, I was like, my leg hurt. Too bad. I'm going to run down the field, my leg limping like this and stuff. That makes no sense. Yes, instead of trying to be nice and say, oh, back up or something, they're going to just throw me back out there. Well, you know, suck it up, I'll suck it up. But when you suck up as much as you can, that's the end, when you're breaking point, and then they still, you know.
That girls are discriminated, it's really a myth, because I haven't seen in any of my classes a teacher being more like being discriminating towards the girls. From what I've seen, they don't like the guys a lot more than they don't like the girls, because I think that there's actually an even bigger stereotype of that the guys like goof off a lot more, and then it ends up that teachers are a lot of times stricter on guys than they are on girls.
A lot of girls have this mentality that they have to, you know, overdo certain boys because they are, you know, because boys already, they probably think, have a leg up in the world, so that they have to work even harder and be even more competitive to succeed and achieve as much as boys do.
In our school, next year, a lot of girls are signing up for wrestling. And I think there was one girl that signed up for the football team.
Yeah, I don't care.
And all the guys on other teams are like, oh, I can't wait for hitting drills.
One day, my sister asked me to teach her how to defend herself. And my mom heard it, and my mom was like that girls weren't meant to fight, like guys were meant to defend girls. And I told my mom that was wrong because I know girls that could beat me up, and she a girl, you know what I'm saying?
If a girl gets higher than me, I'll be pissed for like the rest of the year. I don't want to see any girls getting ahead of me. So I feel slightly threatened by the fact that girls would get ahead of me. But I just think it goes against nature in my own head. I feel small. I have an ego complex or something, Napoleon thing. I don't know. Maybe it's just me.
And there's a good amount of classes where it's just the girls, they seem to have a stronger voice over the boys as far as like expressing their views, like especially in classes more where it's opinionated, like English or something of that sort. I mean, they really get to express what they want to say, and the teacher listens to them all the time. And I feel like the boys don't always get that same attention.
I take programming. There are a couple of girls in the class. I think truthfully favors them. Like, say we're all sitting there working on programs or whatever it is we're working on. Like if one of us asks him for help, he like briefly comes over to us, says something, then goes on. If the girl in our class asks him for help, he spends like a good 20 minutes step by step just telling her how to do the work and just doing the whole program for her. He kind of just expects more from us. He expects that we don't need the kind of help.
Most of my classes, all the teachers' pets would be girls. Like constantly, you could just like tell that like one girl or someone like out of the entire class would just be favored. Like the teacher would always call on her, or like, you know, they'd always agree with exactly what she had to say. Like sometimes I feel like if one of my friends said the exact same thing, the teacher would have like said like, no, I don't really know about that, but maybe she does.
My health teacher, she just gives us a book, like 40 pages to do, and define words. I talked to one of the females that go to my school, and she was like, well, that class is easy. All you gotta do is just write. Most females I know, they like to write. I want to do something. I mean, let's talk or do something. I mean, I just can't sit there and just write.
If you're sitting in a classroom for 40 minutes, and especially if the teacher's boring, you're listening to this, none of it's just going in because you're so completely bored, and you have all this energy inside you, and you have no idea what to do with it. and you just can't concentrate. And some people, so that's why I think a lot of guys are just given these drugs more, because so that this energy doesn't completely overtake them, so they can at least hold it until they can spend it somewhere.
I know a few kids in my grade who are on like Prozac or Ritalin, and they're all guys, and I don't know any girls who are on anything like that. And I think that is true, that just because boys have so much energy and what they do with the energy is, I think, why so many people, or boys for that matter, are put on like drugs. With their anger, they build up and they actually do something like destructive with it. And most girls wouldn't do that. Like, you don't see girls going out and like shooting rampages in like their schools. It's only like guys who have lots of anger fed up inside of them. They go out and doing it, so that's why they give them all these drugs to try and calm them down, make them normal again.